Hey, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at simple CTF on the TryHackMe website. It's classified as a beginner level CTF. Let's take a look. So here's the IP address, jumping to my virtual machine. I'm just going to do a quick ping on that and make sure it's up, and it is up. So I'm going to start up Firefox as well. I'm also going to, let's make sure this loads. Okay, it looks like it's an Apache server. That's nice. What I want to do here is, what I first do is normally make a directory with the challenge itself. So this is called easy CTF. cd easy CTF. Right? Or is it simple? It's called easy CTF, but simple CTF here. We're gonna go with the URL. Cool. So we have our easy CTF, and then we're gonna just close these and then open a few more tabs. They're all in the same directory. Clear, and it looks like there's some nice questions on this CTF. It's like, how many services are running under port 1000? So that initially is like, hey, let's run something that can scan all the ports. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use nmap, and I actually have a cheat sheet. And I recommend you make a cheat sheet as well for common commands you're going to run. So I have this nmap cheat sheet, or this nmap entry, and I can see, like, I can do a port range, I can define scripts, the version and service info, and then output it to a file itself. So I'm going to actually copy this and throw it in, throw it in here. But I'm not going to actually change the range. If I wanted to specify a range, I could just do like -p1 to 1000. So I guess we can do that. See what it comes back with. This is going to be the initial, is what it's going to output to. And then I also want to get the IP address. I lost it, which is here. And then paste that. So now that's running. I actually want to do one more thing that I normally do, but I forgot. So I'm going to open in Sublime Notes. And then this is just where I'm going to store the IP address and then any additional notes I find during the box. It's super helpful to refer back to. Nmap is still running, so I guess I could do like a gobuster to search for directories. Those are kind of my go-to for now. I'm pretty novice, so like nmap for port scanning, dirbuster for directory scanning and discovery, and then I use Hydra for brute forcing. There's a few other things, and they're all laid out in my cheat sheet. So I'm gonna go back here, and it says how many services are running, blah blah blah. So that's still going. I can go to gobuster. I know that syntax pretty well, so gobuster-u and then the URL we want. So this is the URL, and then we need to define a word list. So the word list is minor in downloads, seclist, discovery, web, and then I have a common.txt. Cool. So that's scanning. Oh, I actually want to pipe that into, I think this will work, into gobuster. So that should just create a file called gobuster. This is our notes. This is going to be like our working. I like to keep things that are active on the left, and then things, the terminal that I can interact with on the right. I know you can set up background jobs and stuff like that, but I like to visually see while I'm learning. Cool, so we can see that our port scan of 1 to 1000 returned 2 ports, port 21 for FTP and port 80 for HTTP. So we can actually just jump into here and we can answer that first question. What is running on the higher port? I'm guessing this means the higher port of these two. TCP, that's kind of strange because it's actually HTTP. Oh, I'm going to throw TCP in here and see if that's what it's actually asking. And it's not. Okay, so let's do an nmap for all ports. Let's just take out this -p and then rename this to nmap all. And what we can actually open in Sublime our nmap initial. Now we have that open. Let's see if we can Sublime gobuster. Nice, it output gobuster there too. That's sweet. I need to remember that. So gobuster has, let's see, HTA access, simple. These are all pretty normal. Simple is something that I'm curious about. So let's go into our VM, into here. Let's go to /simple. Okay, it's a CMS made simple. So you can see CMS made simple. I'm gonna just copy this stuff. So we did nmap. We did gobuster and found /simple. Okay. These are just like rough working notes. Let's see what this is asking. What is running on the higher port? What CV? Maybe the port will point to the CV. Maybe we have to wait for this to finish. Oh, this did finish. Cool. Now we can subl nmap all. And we can see port 2222 SSH. So that's going to be what we're looking for here. That's weird. It had a scan for under 1000 and then a port that's out of that range. A little tricky, maybe. CVE. So all we have is SSH. SSH. We could look into this, but I want to look into actually this simple. So let's take a look for this exploit. Exploit DB, SQL injection 2.2.10. And this is running 2.2.8. So this is vulnerable to SQLi. Let's make this a little bigger. Cool. Let's see. Normally when these, where am I at? I should probably open this in my VM so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth. What's the CV? Normally it's in this format, CVE dash, I'm guessing this is the year and then this is the number for the year. Yep. And then it said it was an SQLi. And let's just see this hint first. You can use, oh, that's for the next step, I'm guessing. Yeah, it said something about cracking a password. I don't like to read the hints unless I get stuck. I was assuming this hint was for this step, but it's not. So let's go SQLi. So it has this. I can download this exploit. Show it in the folder, and that should be in my downloads, right? Yeah. So I'm actually just going to close that. And then I can copy from downloads for whatever to here. So now I have that here. I can run Python 346 missing parentheses. Okay, so it's Python 2 or just Python 46 Python. Okay, so it is Python 2. I need to make an alias or like a link for that. Specify a URL target. So our target is in our notes. All right, let's actually do a little bit here. So found SQLi phone, downloaded Python script. And now we're going to run this script with Python this. Oops, we're going to get that. No cracking password. We just, oh, it's HTTP also. It's just that. But if we want to crack a password, we need to --crack W. and then a word list. So this is a word list for passwords. So downloads, sec lists, passwords, common.txt. And it failed. Oh, I'm forgetting a -u. Boom. Cool. Looks like it's running. So we're running this command. We can take a look and see. Okay, we found salt for. That's not right. What does it use for this? Unauthenticated SQL injection. Let's see. Maybe it needs to have the actual URL of the simple application or the simple path. Oh yeah, it says right here, /CMS. So, okay, yeah, it looks like it's actually finding stuff now. So it's cracking like letter by letter or character by character. Cool, so that's running. Let's jump back to what we're looking for. So we need to crack a password, it looks like. Where can you log in with the details obtained? I don't know. I want to take a look back at the nmap results for FTP. Anonymous FTP login allowed. So let's jump into FTP and see if we can do anything. FTP, what is it? Anonymous at this. We're in. See if we can do any commands. That kind of hangs. We're here. Can we CD here? CD home? CD root? CD FTP? Okay, it doesn't look like we can do much here. It hangs on ls. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's much we can find here. We'll leave this open. This is still scanning. It looks like we found Mitch. Some salt for a password. Wonder if we can just crack this quicker. Salt. Oh wait, yeah, that's not gonna work. Try admin. So this is gonna be like an email address, okay. Let's see what else we have. Login details. This is probably SSH. We found that SSH. Yep. Then we're gonna have a user's flag. Anyone else in the user's directory. How can we spawn a privileged shell, and where is the root? So it looks like we're kind of stuck waiting for this password. I'll get back to you when that gets solved. All right, we can see that the password was cracked. It's actually secret. That's a very, very secure password. Throw that in there. Awesome. So now we actually have the username, which is Mitch, and the password, which is secret. So let's just copy this in for our notes. Here we go. And then we can SSH Mitch at this. Copy this guy, throw it in here. Let's take a look back. Aha. Port 2200 is actually, or not 2200, 2222 is what we need. So we actually need this to be -p 2222. Copy this, paste it in here. Yes. And the password was secret. Boom, we're in. Let's see what's in our directory. Cat user.txt. Good job. Keep up. Coolio. I keep doing that. Let's jump to here. See if this is right. Awesome. Is there any other user in the home directory? ls. Sunbath. Sunbath. Okay. What can you leverage to spawn a privileged shell? So let's see. I haven't done sudo-l. User Mitch may run the following commands on machine. Root. No password. So I can run vim as root with no password required. So let's see if I can actually do that. If I do sudo vim, we don't have to pass out the whole, or we don't have to type out the whole directory. And then pass like a command to that, and that command can be bash, like that. Does that work? Ooh, that did some weird stuff. And where am I? Yeah, I'm in root. Where am I? Root. Huh, that's awesome. So I could just do this simple, I lost it, but it was sudo vim because running vim as root doesn't require a password, which is a very big security flaw. And then I just did a command bash. I'm sure there's better ones than this, because obviously this put out a bunch of gibberish. Looks like actually byte values or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but we're logged in as root, so that's awesome. Let's cd into root ls. We have our root at root. Do we have access? We do. Awesome. Let's copy this guy, and once again did the wrong thing. Oh, what can we leverage to spawn? Well, vim is what we leveraged, and the root flag was this, and we did it. We completed it. That's awesome. It took just about 20 minutes to solve that, so that's pretty cool. Obviously the video will be a little shorter with editing all my fluffs, but I'd say that was pretty successful. I'm looking forward to the next one.